Welcome everybody to week 7. Week 7, we're going to talk about zentangled patterns, and then we're going to make a zentangled pumpkin. Now, some of my friends might have done this with me last year, which was super fun, so we're just going to work on some again. Some friends have not done it, so this is always a fun time where I like to do fall pumpkins for the season. So, zentangle. So if you look here, zentangle, just like it says, they're different patterns, just real fun patterns to work with. I'm trying to make sure my camera is clear so you can see, but zentangled patterns, you're just repeating different patterns, and that's what you're doing when you do zentangled patterns. So I have put 2 types of zentangled patterns in the files that you'll have that you'll see. So if you look here, you see all kinds of different types of zentangled patterns. Okay, so let's have fun and get this pumpkin done. Oh, I did a rhyme. I like the way I did that. Okay, so steps on your pumpkin. Steps. I'm going to go ahead and start with well, you know what? I'm going to start like everybody else is going to start. We're going to start with our pencil first. Then we're going to outline. So the first thing you need to do is you need to create an oval shape. So there we go. It's an oval shape here. All right. So after we have that oval shape, we're going to then come to the side like this, create a side angle, and then we're going to do the same thing over here, another side angle, which is a half a circle. All right. Then we're going to do that again, and we're going to come right here beside it, do it again like this, and then we're going to do it again like this. Just like that. Okay, so now we have our, and I'm going to actually do this. I'm going to make them have a little depth in here. So I'm just going to kind of make it a little full right in here. All right, same thing here, just to kind of make it a little fuller right in here. All right, so that should be okay right there. All right. And let me fix that because I don't like the way that looks on that side. But yep, just like this. That's why it's always sometimes good to do pencil, so that way you can make sure that you're getting all your lines right. So we should have one in the center, one outside here, another outside here, and then we have one right here and one right here. So that way we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 sections right there for our pumpkin. 5 sections, okay? So now the fun thing we're going to do is we're going to add your stem, okay? Your stem that looks a little bit like that, okay? Can everybody see that? Hopefully I don't have a shadow, okay? All right, good, good, good. So now we are going to create behind our pumpkin, so that way you have a pumpkin field. I'm going to go just like this and create my horizon line right here. And then I'm going to create another horizon line over there. Make sure it balances, because I want to make sure, and that's where, if you have a ruler handy, you can use your ruler. If you do not, just use a straight edge book. A book will do just fine as well. So here we go, making sure that we have a nice straight line on both sides. So you see, my other line was not straight at all. So there we go. So that's the line behind my pumpkin. All right, now I'm going to go ahead and put my pencil to the side, and I'm going to go ahead and use my Sharpie now. Make sure you have your black Sharpie or a black marker, okay? So this is where we're going to get into some fun stuff. So now we're going to go ahead and outline everything that we've done. So I'm going to go ahead and outline the center. And just like I told you before, if you have lines that you miss when you're outlining, you go back and erase them. So as you see, I missed the line right there, and it's okay. I'm going to go back and erase. But when I do my Sharpie lines, I kind of try to make everything finalized. So you see, I'm going to, get that just the way I want it there. And just the way I want it there. Come around the same way here. Come in there. So now I'm going to go ahead and do the same thing here. And then I'm going to outline my lines there. Okay. All right. So Now, for the top of my pumpkin, I will add some curlies like this. Okay, and I might add another one right here. Okay, and I'll probably add some more down here, but let's go ahead and get started on our zentangle. So I think, and when you do your patterns, it's up to you. So say for instance, we've talked about doing circle dots before. When you've done lines, we've done circle dots. I'm going to go back and do my erasing after I'm finished all of my zentangle lines with my Sharpie. So as you see here, I'm going to go through and I'm going to do all of this, creating my circles. You can do whichever type of patterns you want to. If you have a particular pattern that you like in mind, have fun with that. I'm going to do circles in the beginning here. Okay, I like to make it easy, but you know, like I said, if you want to do hard ones, you can. So I'm going to then do a zigzag line or a chevron. Okay, so that's that one. Now this one, I'm going to maybe decide I want to do some lines going like this that look like they're just kind of falling, dashed lines. Okay, and then maybe I might decide I want to do, watch this, I'm going to go like this and just create diagonal lines going this way. Then I might go like this and do like a almost like what you do when you're doing bricks. Okay, all right, and then my last one, I'm going to try something like this, where I'm going to just keep going like that. All right. All right. Okay, there we go. And for my stem, I'm just going to go ahead and just do this with some lines like that. Okay. Now, I'm going to now spiral coming out. All right, spirals going out like that. So there we go. You can do another one there. Okay. All right, so here we go. I'm going to now go and erase all those pencil lines that I don't want. Always have to make sure that you don't have those extra lines there from your pencil. There we go. Yes. All right. All my pencil lines should be gone now. There we go. All right, so we are now ready to color with all of my zentangle lines. So those were fun, right? We've got all of that, and we are now ready. Here we go. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab my, we talked about different colors last week with our different, so I'm going to do warm colors for all of the inside of my pumpkin. So I'm going to take my time. I'm going to go inside all of these so that way I can have my circle outside a different color. My circle inside a different color. So I'm going to go in and have all these because pumpkins have nice warm colors. They do. They have the nice oranges, and I'm going to do different shades of orange. I'm taking my time as I'm shading it in, so that way I'm not going over top of my circles. And sometimes you just have to really have a good point on your crayon to have that done. Okay. There we go. Hope everybody had a great weekend. All right. Now I'm going to then grab an orange and I'm going to go inside the circles with the orange here. Isn't that funny how my orange crayon tip of the orange crayon broke? It's okay, because I just improvise and I turn it over and keep it moving. That's what the best thing to do is to do that, is to keep it moving. And sometimes if you have to peel off your paper, go ahead and get that done too. There we go. Okay. Now, I'm going to keep this same color going, and I'm just going to go ahead and come over here, and I'm going to do this part. And I'm going to leave space because I'm going to color the inside of those rings a different color. Okay. Now, I found these other, this is like a cool, I've never seen a orange this color, but if you look in your crayon box, you have so many. Sometimes if you have the 24 or more pack, you have all kinds of different shades of orange, and if you don't, it's okay, because you can work with what we have. All right, I'm going to pick that same color, and I'm going to kind of come in here and do my chevron or my zigzags, alternating the different sections. All right. Now here we go. I'm going to now grab my yellow, and now I'm just alternating. I'm going to pick up the rest of the oranges with the rest of the pumpkin. All right, so let's grab another orange, and I'm going to come over here. Darker orange here. Okay, then I'm going to pick even darker orange there. Anything left over, I'm filling that in like that. There we go. So now I'm going to go ahead and take this darker one, and I'm going to come all the way over here. Now, if you want to do this, look what I'm doing. I'm going to go ahead and do maybe the top side one way, and then maybe I'm going to pick the other orange and kind of come down, and it's almost like I'm doing a gradation of my orange and just kind of picking it up that way. Okay, that one actually looks the same, so let's see if I have another orange to make that even darker. Okay, all right, so there we go with that. My stem, let's get my stem going. All right, I'm going to do the one side of my stem, and just like I did last week, that light green does it again, that light green. So let's see if I can make that darker. make that darker, and then I'm going to come in with an even darker green to come on the other side. Yeah, you have to watch. Sometimes your color palette on your colors can be kind of funny. I don't know. I'm going to kind of go over that again to make sure that kind of gets a little darker. There we go. All right. So now we are done with coloring our pumpkin, and we are done coloring the stem of our pumpkin. I'm going to now get the ground and the top. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and pick up some green for the grass. I'm going to show you something fun that I like to do when I do grass, and we're going to talk about texture at another time, not today, but that's another element of design. And actually pattern is not an element, but we're doing pattern, which is another type of design. It's a principle. So we'll talk about principles of design another time. So there we go with that. I'm going to then take, and I kind of just go like this to have texture in my grass, which we talked about types of lines. This is diagonal lines, and I'm just kind of making it look like grass in here. Okay. Okay, there you go. And you can alternate with different greens if you want to. Doesn't have to be the same colored green. It can be different colored greens. So just kind of showing you how you can make your pumpkin come more to life with it's sitting in the grass, nice and fally. Okay, all right. Now, if you want to, you can add a leaf. If you want to with your pumpkin, you can. It's up to you. You don't have to, but if you wanted to, you could. Okay, it's up to you. And I just decided to add that at the very, but you don't have to. All right, so now we're going to get the sky. Get your sky. So let's get our blue to, if you want to add a sun behind this, you can too, but I'm going to go ahead and just add my blue behind. And go right over top of the, alrighty. And there you are. There's your zentangled pumpkin for week 7. So have fun with this project, and like I said, don't forget to put your name. Put your name at the bottom, and if you want to put when you did it, that's fine. I usually put 20 for 2020. Okay, so like I said, have fun, and I will see you next week for week 8. Thanks again.